Yeah, the ticks, they just...
That happened one time.
They cling to it.
Come on,
No,
you
it
make it sound
didn't.
like...
No one's there filling
You came back from...
Usually.
AJ, tell
He
John
came
how long
back
it took you to live in the woods before it can jump on you.
18 years.
18 years.
Wow.
You sit under
You
the
sit out
dirt
there
until
on
they
the tree
feel,
for
they
18
get a sniff
years.
of carbon dioxide, then they come out and
They
they
say,
hop
yeah.
on whatever it is.
18 years.
Well,
Whoa.
Can you believe that?
That's...
well, you brought him back from Missouri when you went out to...
It was real bad in
you
Missouri.
know, he's going, it's like, they were real bad. He had them on him in Missouri that it actually, you know, cling to him, so he was like...
Yeah.
I hope they're not going to be late. What time is it?
It's almost quarter till.
18.
How far down the road is it?
Taking films of dirt road.
Where are we going?
White Oak. To see the baby rhinos. We're following John and his parents. And John's sister's behind us and somebody else. Who's the other people in the other car?
The daughter, his niece.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Take care. Have a good
All
day.
right.
That wasn't 20 miles, was it?
No.
AJ, don't waste it.
Well, maybe there's another 20 miles here.
Right over here, they have, right around here, they have...
Oh, right in here, come. Go ahead. Bill. It'll take a while for everyone to get here, so Bill just follow us. We're gonna ride. And there should be plenty of room.
Is there? Okay. These doors are castle doors. Tell them about the front doors.
From Spanish Castle. This is actually the animal hospital, so they're still in here doing things. So I'll show you where the bathrooms are.
The boot thing's not made for large feet. I didn't get my hat out.
I can do it now. I don't know if I can do it forever.
Is it demanding to the...
Yeah. I got big muscles.
Good morning, Mom.
Hi, Dad.
We'll take it. Just in case we're gonna take a giraffe.
Watch the step now. It's a big step.
Just in case one of us happens to fall and we need a first responder.
She's like,
Yeah. Wait.
let Mom sit up front.
Upstairs. Oh well.
There's
There's nothing here.
You could see out.
Could you speak up, please?
You guys should have sat in the back. What then?
I think Chris wants a water. That's the
Percent of it is developed, and that's the 20% we're going to see today. White Oak owns 1,000 acres on the Georgia side, so no one will build up against it because we're right on the St. Mary's River. That's really not funny. Gilman Paper Products, and he wanted to give something back to society, so he kind of started a little nature center, and it kind of built up from there. It was White Oak Conservation Center was developed in 1982, and Mr. Gilman died 6 or 7 years ago, I believe. So he left a portion of his money to keep White Oak running, and now it's private, run basically by private donations. And all the houses we'll see along the way are for guests, basically. Not many people know White Oak's here. A lot of the people in Yulee and Amelia Island don't even know White Oak's here. So it's in their own backyard, but it's so basically secretive. Like, you guys were on the list to get in and they still wouldn't let you in. They had to call my boss. But primarily what White Oak does is breeding and re-releasing into the wild. There are approximately 28 rhinos of 3 different species, whites, blacks, and Indians. Unfortunately, there's a lot going on right now, so we're not able to do as much as maybe Mom and Dad have done. We are not going to be able to see the Indian rhinos because we had Patrick from Toronto come in on Thursday, and he's being kind of neurotic. He's shaking his head back and forth. He's not coming out of the barn. He's just really nervous. We don't think he's ever been around open spaces like White Oak. This is very unusual. Not many places have 14 acres for their zebras. So we're not able to go by there. Just they want to give him plenty of time to get comfortable and come out before they have a lot of traffic. Let's see what else. We have 25 cheetahs, and they breed the cheetahs. Although the cheetahs aren't able to be re-released, they're just through breeding loan agreements sent to other AZA, American Zoo and Aquarium Association facilities, because the cheetahs get used to humans, and we can't send them out to go to Africa and walk up to humans and things. We do go in with probably 95% of the animals here, including rhinos, which is very unusual. There's no protected contact really with these guys. The animals that we don't go in are the cassowary, which we'll drive by. Let's see. And Sheba the tiger. There's one tiger here named Sheba, and that's about it. So it's probably 98% of the animals. I can't think of anything else really. If you have questions, you're gonna have to yell because it's the biggest van we've ever done.
Injured animals? Do they bring injured animals?
There is a panther rehabilitation project here at White Oak. There actually haven't been any panthers brought while I've been here. There are 2 pens, about 20 acres each, that will go by. They're called conditioning pens. They rehabilitate the panthers, and then the panthers are put in the reconditioning pens, and they have to make at least 2 live kills before they'll be re-released into a safe area near where they were found in the state of Florida.
So where do they get most of their animals? They bring them in from...
Some are wild caught, few are wild caught. Breeding loan agreements through other zoos, and a lot of the ones that we have right now were born here. A lot of the rhinos just were born here, and they're real careful using SSPs, species survival plans, and things about who.
Are you going to eventually release them?
Who to breed. They're hoping to take some of the black rhinos back. Some of the white rhinos we just want to get to other zoos because we're getting a little cramped. There's a lot of them. And we're very careful with genetics, not to breed anyone who's related to anyone else. And it's a big, huge mathematical...
So they're all tagged, or what? How do you keep track of them?
Basically by looking at them, but you know, not very many of our animals are ear cropped or anything. You know, the lead keepers here have been here for a very long time, and they can just look at the animals and know who they are. They all have different accession numbers, and some, like the birds, are tagged and things, but other than that, it's just you kind of know who they are.
Sue, can I have a water?
Degree, you have to specify the large animals, or what do you...
Santa Fe is just a generalized. There's only 2 zoo schools in the country. There's one in Gainesville, Santa Fe Community College, and they're the only facility with a zoo actually on college grounds, and the other one is in San Diego, and the name escapes me right now, but they go to San Diego Zoo. Well,
Have you met Jack Hanna?
Jack Hanna is on the board in Santa Fe. I have not met him. We'll jump out right here real quick. Only one job at a time. So I think this is probably important.
How old is he?
Jenny, I just got my radio with everything going okay?
Very close.
Yeah, everything's going good. When I started that second round, I was going to have those.
He's pretty big, isn't he?
Watch where you step, there are ants. This is Jordy. Which is primarily more what it wants, so it works in my favor because I don't like house cats and I don't like cheetahs because they're that depends, yeah. So we want to keep little hands away from these or I will lose my job and get kicked out. These are all animals that have been here at White Oak and have died of natural causes. This is Phil, one of our black rhinos, and this is Mawendo, and I think she was also a black rhino. We do have one of our Dauber tortoises in here. She's down here.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, sorry. I was shy.
Big TV.
Look at the big turtle.
Where's the other?
In the
243
one of the
pounds.
horse I will be an attorney horse if we need them. We have some different ducks here, some endangered species. I saw one guy here, I'm not sure what he is. This is a white-winged wood duck here. We have a curassow here. And like I said, I haven't spent any time in the bird area. And the way my brain works, how I learn is to work with the animals. So I don't know all that much about these species. This is a cassowary, and these guys are extremely interesting. These guys we do not go in with. If he gets up closer, you can see that they have a toe, a nail that's about 3 or 4 inches long, and they will disembowel you with that. The thing on the top of his head is called a casque. It's actually hollow. They use it to dig because they are vegetarians. They eat berries and things. And they also use that to run through thick brush. The reason I turned off the van is because the cassowaries here, they make a low rumbling sound like in the bass of the annoying kid who would live next door. No, the bass of a truck, the boom boom sound, they make kind of a low rumbling like that. I think it's really interesting. I brought our old neighbors Don and Carolyn, and he just was not impressed by it. So hopefully she'll make the noise and you can make your own decision. But there's a male and a female in here. They look very similar. They have the bright coloration in front.
Man, that's a nasty looking thing on her foot there.
Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it. So that means we annoyed her?
Hairball.
Not really. That's her noise. I think it's impressive personally.
You feel it.
You can
like
feel it. Yeah, you can feel it. The other one is way back in the back there.
Yeah, I see her back there.
In the tree.
I just can't get over that thing's feet.
Guns.
241 bait.
That's down a female zebra herd, and this is a giant bachelor herd of Lord Derby's eland or giant eland. They're called giant eland not for their body size, but for how large their horns are. See where they are. They're laying out here. There's 6 of them in here, and we have 2 wattle cranes. So you can see 2 of these guys here. And to the right are a female zebra. We have 13 in these to the right. These eland look large from here, but to get kind of a general idea of how large they actually are, when one was anesthetized, one of the grown men that works here in New Zealand, these are all males. These are all males. 2 months ago, we caught up each of these females individually and trimmed their hooves and did EKGs. And here, hopefully he'll come out because he's the absolute cutest thing in the entire world. This is Blinky, our wattle crane, who wants to eat our souls. Blinky! Blinky, move! Do your little dance. Blinky! Come on, Blinky! Come on! We usually